Hi guys, I am in Boston at the airport, about to leave for Berlin in like an hour, and I decided to kind of switch things up a little bit. In the past, whenever I travel, per the advice of a really nice friend of mine that travels probably even more than I do, he told me years ago that it's a really good idea to journal at the end of every night when you are on your trip, so that you can kind of remember the fun things that you saw, whether it's museums or restaurants or really cool city squares. And I've always thought that that was really awesome advice, and I actually have been doing that for, I don't know, 5 or 6 years now. But for this trip, I thought I would switch things up a little bit and do a video blog, and maybe continue it when I'm back, we'll see. But if there is anything that I would want to remember from today's trip, it was the number of random acts of kindness I received from friends and strangers alike. At the very last minute, my original transportation to get to the airport today from the suburbs kind of fell through. And I was really panicked as to how I was going to get here. And then a friend of mine that I've known for like 15 years was so sweet, and he dropped everything he was doing and took me to where I needed to be so that I could get here on time and not in tears. So that was super sweet. And then I met 2 really nice German girls on the train that thought I was also German. I have no idea why. But they were so sweet and gave me some really cool ideas of where to go in Germany while I'm there. And then when I got off the train, the escalator was broken, and this is actually the first trip I've done in recent years that I haven't had a backpack. I almost always use that, and it's been really great. And this trip, I decided not to. My suitcase was not the lightest piece of luggage I've ever had, and I was really disappointed to see that these escalators were broken. So he saw me struggling with it, and this gentleman came up from behind me and carried the whole thing up 2 flights of the escalator stairs, which was just really thoughtful. So I guess today, if there was anything I want to remember, it's just how kind these people have been that have no gain from helping, but really took the time out of their days to make mine a little better. And it reminded me kind of this essay that this author I really respect, Pico Iyer, he included a quote in his essay called Why We Travel. And he explained that we carry values and beliefs and news to the places that we go, and almost as a pigeon carrier of ourselves and video screens to people that have no other experiences with maybe people from our culture or country before. And I just think that that's a really awesome statement and very impactful. And if there's anything that I want to carry throughout this trip, is kind of just the feeling today of random acts of kindness and making people feel good, and being a carrier pigeon of that as I go on my journeys. So if you want to follow along as I'm on this trip, that would be really cool. I'm probably going to try to post every day. And yeah, I hope everyone has a great Memorial Day. Bye.